Hi, and welcome to the Unknown Secrets of SEO podcast.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another fun-filled edition of the Unknown Secrets of SEO.
My name is Chris Burris, owner of eWebStyle.
And I'm Paul Hansen, sales manager of eWebStyle, and we're raising our hands, and
yes,
no one can hear that.
For those of you watching in the video, we are raising our hands, announcing ourselves. And I will be pointing at him from time to time, and he may or may not be pointing at me from time to time. This is podcast number 60. Can you believe that?
Woo! Wow.
60. We should have had like cigars and scotch, except that's because I just
awesome.
Had kids.
Why not? Shit. Why we gotta wait till we have kids?
That's true. That should be. Actually, we do have a scotch in the kitchen that's been there since we opened in 1991. It's probably some of the oldest scotch you can find.
Oh wow!
I'm not sure it's really good, just because it's older. This is podcast number 60. You are listening to the most popular and/or watching the most popular SEO podcast on iTunes. We really appreciate your listenership and your growing viewership as it's about to grow. We check every now and then, and apparently not that many people are watching this at 9:15 Central Standard Time on Fridays. I got to tell you, though, and now I'm pointing at you, next week you need to tune in because we've got an interview.
We'll spice it up a little bit.
We're going to spice it up. We get requests every now and then, hey, we want you to do interviews. We've done 2 interviews so far. We've got another big interview.
3.
3?
We did Chuck.
Oh yeah,
Joe,
Mo Serious. I forgot Mo Serious.
And Ken.
We interviewed the SEO rapper here on the SEO podcast. So if you're just kind of tuning in now and you're like, SEO rapper, what are you talking about? It's kind of like that Toyota video that we passed around. Swagger Wagon. You guys have to Google Swagger Wagon and watch the video. I just had kids, so
That was a great find, man. That is a great find.
Yeah. We need bigger plasma screens here so we can play that like throughout the day randomly, and everyone has to get out and
Swagger Wagon.
Where are my kids at?
Where are my kids at?
They're right over there. Oh, good. It's pretty awesome.
It is very awesome.
So Mo Serious is on par with the Swagger Wagon. And is a great SEO rapper, and the person we're interviewing on Friday is Terry Weigel, Wygal. He's a big marketing guy. He started in real estate. He's a big marketing guy, SEO guy, teaches SEO in and around the Houston area, at least, if not throughout the country. We'll find out those details. I bet you, however, he does not teach in Botswana.
But we do. We teach in
Botswana. As we mentioned in our last podcast, we are internationally recognized as SEO experts, in every continent except Antarctica. Every now and then, we get somebody who's listening in Africa, and the last time we like to shout them out. Or point them out. Shout out is when you actually. Anyway, so it's in Botswana, and we have a listener there. So whoever's in Botswana, we really appreciate your listenership as well as everyone else out there. You can stalk us, you can find us, you can chase us, you can haunt us. We don't like the haunting as much.
Playing weird and just keep coming around all the time.
Or you can like us.
There you go. There you go.
On Facebook now, apparently you can like us. You can follow us on Twitter. That's twitter.com/ewebstyle, EWEBSTYLE. Facebook is similar, facebook.com/ewebstyle. This is being broadcast live on Ustream Fridays at 9:15 Central Standard Time. And you can find us there. The easiest way to find that is just to go to our website, e-webstyle.com/Ustream. You can also find us at YouTube and the similar e-webstyle.com/YouTube, where you spell out you. All this whole internet thing. I don't think it's going to go anywhere, and it's so confusing. Just like email.
Yeah, it worked for a little bit.
We'd like to mention every now and then we have coined a very important phrase, and that's SEVO, Search Engine Visitor Optimization. And that's what a lot of our podcasts are about. It's not just about getting on the first page of Google. It's what do you do after that. So search engine visitor optimization. After you get a visitor from a search engine. What are you going to do with them? If that sounds remotely interesting to you, make sure you listen to all of our podcasts.
Yes.
Some of our accolades, some of our testimonials have said, I've gone back and listened to all of your podcasts and learned more than in several books. And you can find that actually in iTunes. We are on iTunes, and we have a number of reviews out there. We are a 5-star podcast.
And that's what's up.
That's
man.
what's up. Yeah.
We are the only one.
Yep.
Except for that dude that has 100 reviews and 99 5s.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
I've listened to your podcast.
Although we're on Core. I mean, if we just stay on air long enough,
Yeah.
well, on the wire, didn't we?
But I listened to this fool's podcast, and I'm like, come on, man. There's no way I'm giving 5 stars. Are you serious?
Yeah.
No, not happening.
Pretty crazy.
What? Oh.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
it's just some
tripping.
noise at the office
I'm
next door.
tripping.
All right, we have not exceeded our Gino time limit, and that's good because we don't like Gino angry at us and sending us haunting email. What did we cover last time?
I don't know. We
covered-
just talked about this 2 seconds ago. We covered, went to a seminar, and I came back and brought some tips about what I learned in this seminar. We covered a lot about Google Local Business Center, which is now Google Places.
Used to be Google Local Listings.
Yeah. Go back and listen to that podcast. If you don't have a Google Places listing, get one today. I filled out 2 this week, and it took me about a half hour. I mean, total. And I was really doing everything. I did everything. So you want to get a Google Places listing. You want to make sure that your listing is 100% complete. You want to have pictures, videos, hours of operation, basic stuff, address,
Everything.
payment that you accept, whatever.
And if you're not familiar with Google Local Listings, make sure you go back and listen to podcast number 59 because we cover that in depth.
Yes.
We actually cover it kind of in the last. This has been like a 5-podcast series where we've talked about Google Local Listings, sponsored local listings or local places listings. Thank you.
The tag, the yellow tag,
the little
looking
yellow
thing?
tag. Pay $25. I don't know. I think it's still in. It's at least in Houston and
San Jose,
San
or
Jose,
San Diego,
yes.
or one of them.
But
coming to about 5 more cities in the country
soon. So go back and listen to those podcasts. This is a big direction that search is going to go. Very local.
And everyone is going local. If you've been on Twitter, you've been on Facebook, and you see the ads that pop up around you are typically ads that are in your city, or at least on my Facebook page, I always get ads on my right-hand side that are from Houston. So everything is going local. It's very important. I think the local part of our podcast is one of the more important parts that we've done recently.
Well, they've been saying, whoever they are, that the Yellow Pages is dying out, right? Well, Yellow Pages are usually for finding local businesses.
Mm-hmm.
So if you went to Google and you typed in plumber and you came up with a list of plumbers in Washington State, Google, the Yellow Pages wouldn't be dying if that's, would never die if that was the results you were getting, if you had to be so specific. So Google's just getting really good at, even better at what they do. Speaking of Google, this week was Google I/O 2010.
I saw that, but I was like, what exactly is I/O?
I don't know.
Oh.
It's their conference, right? It's where they announce stuff. It's where we're doing stuff. They announced Google TV.
Oh, you were telling me about that yesterday.
Yeah, and I hadn't had a chance to do much research on it. I just glanced at it this morning, and really, their goal is seamless integration of web and your big old TV set.
Also known as taking over every part of your life, collecting all of your information. It's probably going to have a camera in it so it watches what you do.
Well, speaking of that, they're actually getting sued.
For putting cameras in people's homes and watching what they do?
Well, you know the little trucks that have the cameras on that give you the Google
the
Street View, right?
Yeah.
Well, they got Wi-Fi receivers on them, and apparently they were collecting personal information from any networks that that were open.
For like unsecured networks?
Unsecured networks.
You better secure your network, fool.
They're getting sued. Now, my first thought is,
how do you know?
How did anyone find out that they had personal information?
Seriously.
It's crazy. Is there some hacker who decided to just monitor just in case? and actually was, had his Wi-Fi network monitoring what information somebody else was getting as they were driving by.
Somebody's taking information.
It's
dang it. Ooh, dang it.
And then maybe he put it together. He happened to see Google Street View of his house, and he was up front like running. And he goes, "That must have been Google that stole my information.
That motherfather stole my information." I stole that.
That's good.
I use that all the time.
That's
you got to
good.
check out Swagger Wagon.
Swagger Wagon. Make it and
especially if you got kids.
Paul's pointing at you. You guys out
pointing
there.
on your forehead like your dad used to do when you got in trouble. Or my dad used to
or
do
before
it.
you came out of the womb. Have you heard that joke, the doctor joke?
No,
I'll tell